movies ever. But hey, man, if you didn't know, it wasn't him. T.I. arrested at Atlanta airport in a case of mistaken identity. So if you didn't know, not this past Sunday, but the I think week before Sunday, or yeah, week before August 4th, T.I. was in the airport and he was arrested for mistaken identity. Allegedly, they're saying that he matched the description and has the same name, Clifford Harris, which I mean is a very common
That is
name.
so funny.
It is. I mean, it is funny. It is a common name of a man in Baltimore that has a warrant out for his arrest, who allegedly he's basically been violent toward doing some violence towards women and also stalking women. So he has a warrant out for his arrest, and the people thought it was T.I. And the crazy part is that imagine you in the airport, and then you T.I. You did all this movie, you did all these movies, you did all this stuff, and he trying to arrest you for stalking the girl. You're like, man, I'm T.I. Like, what I look like stalking people? You see Chris Brown out here, he getting stalked. You see people breaking into.
I got a whole wife and kids.
Exactly.
I'm working every day. When do I have time to stalk someone? You please tell me.
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. So that's what happened. So T.I. gets arrested.
I can't believe they didn't check his ID. They didn't check his social security number. It's so crazy how identities get mixed up. I've even seen where people that have similar names get their identity mixed up.
True. I mean,
where it's like, when it comes to like when they're like buying a car, like, I didn't buy this car. Well, why is this car on your record? I never bought this car. I don't know.
it's a lot of
It
fraud.
never happened to me, but I've seen it happen to someone.
It's a lot of fraud that goes on. But yeah, like my coach just said, like you could have checked his birthday. Like, yeah, I mean the simple fact that you'll see that Clifford Harris, yeah, that name matched. But what about the birthday? Did that match? The height match? Did you look at the picture?
Did you see the picture?
Did you look at the picture to see if this is that
Did
person?
you see
I mean,
an angry short man.
an extra 2 more seconds of basically research could have saved the whole day. Not T.I. went to jail. He was released, even though he was released in 2 hours because he had to call his lawyer. Imagine if his lawyer didn't come. He was in Atlanta. He would have had to get sent to Baltimore because the person had a warrant in Baltimore.
Crazy if they like, oh, now we got to take you back. And he was like, I was on buses for 15 hours.
Yeah, and they gonna put you on the bus. And what if they don't even put you on a plane? They gonna put you on the bus. You gotta ride the bus to Baltimore. Ain't no telling how many hours that is. And then you go there and everybody, oh yeah,
a bus.
I took a bus from here to Miami. It was like 26.
What?
I think it was 26 or 36 hours. One of the two, 26 or 36 hours.
Did they I know they had to stop to get gas, but like, was it like they stopped for like 30 minutes?
I mean, you stop 30 minutes, stop for an hour, change buses. Change buses in Louisiana, change buses in Augusta, change buses in Ocala, Florida.
That's crazy. I've only taken buses to one city away, so it's only like, like 1 to 5 hours. Mm-hmm. So it's like sometimes they stop once or not at all. Just depending if they have to or not.
True. But we got a video right here. Basically, T.I. being asked, how you feel about this situation, about you with the mistaken identity. Then we're going to come back and let you know.
I mean, you're considered Atlanta royalty. I mean, how did they not recognize you when they falsely arrested you? I mean, that's just messed up.
They were just doing their job.
I know. I mean, you weren't upset by it? Because, I mean...
Upset by it?
Yeah.
I try to get rid of emotion and deal with the facts at hand. So once you deal with the facts at hand, your emotions ain't involved.
Your emotion ain't involved.
I mean, how did Tiny feel about it when she heard the news?
I don't know, man. I mean, sucks to say, man. She probably was all too familiar with it. At least this time, man, it was minor injury, maximum lesson learned. It's all good.
Yeah, last question. I mean, you're sitting on a lot of verses. I mean, you have a lot of battle tactics. I mean, I have to ask you, how do you think the presidential debate will play out between Kamala and Trump? I mean, who do you think's going to win between these two?
I had no interest in politics. Y'all
okay,
cool.
you're staying out of it
Thank
then.
you, John.
All right, bye.
Since when he had no interest in politics? He's always talking about politics before.
I thought he was awoken.
See, he already reflected. He must be finna vote for Trump. That's why he didn't say anything. Because anybody.
Size?
I mean, think about it. Anybody that's voting Kamala Harris finna tell you that they vote Kamala Harris loud and proud to get other people to vote. If you don't say it, then most likely by default you vote for Trump. Because the vote for nobody is vote for Trump.
Like, that's how it be. Like when you work in an office, it's like people be like talking about it. I remember when the last election, when what was
Trump and Biden?
When Trump won, like
Or-
the one before where he won,
Uh-huh.
people didn't want to admit that they were voting for him. A lot of people would just be like, "Oh, I don't talk politics at work."
True.
No, it's like that means they're voting for Trump.
True, yep. And on top of that, I believe that a lot of people that's out here saying, like, "Oh yeah, I'm finna vote for Kamala."
But I can
mean,
understand.
really
You
vote-
don't want to bring politics into work. That's what it is.
You don't, but I mean, this video right here, T.I. sounds like a man that's finna win the
It
lawsuit.
sounds like a man.
Sounds like a man that's finna win the lawsuit. Like he's like, yeah, man,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Mistakes happen. Like
He's just like, all right, let me just get out of here. It's unfortunate. No emotions. Move on.
exactly, and then you can turn around and try to sue him for like $10 million. Say it was like pain and suffering. Your identity got your whole career, image, brand got hit, got
Manhood.
damaged because of this. He was arrested in the airport, and then like you had to know they was telling everybody. What if he had like shows to go to, shows to work? He couldn't do that. Man, I'm suing for everything. But then it's Atlanta. You don't want to sue your own city.
Yeah, you do. Excuse me.
You still gonna do it?
Yeah, I sue my own city. I sue my city every day. My city did my wrong. You're getting taken to court. I'm taking your tax dollars.
Oh,
I don't want to hear nothing. Give me my money.
true.
It's
that.
crazy though, but when cops do wrong, unfortunately, it's the taxpayers that pay it. Like it comes out of taxpayer money. You sue the city, and the city, you got to pay them like they pay him $20 million. They're like, oh, well, that comes out of the taxpayer money.
You would think after being caught with all them guns that T.I. would learn not to be in the court system no more. He'd like stay away. He wouldn't.
I mean, he couldn't do anything. Like it's not.
You don't blame him. This is one you don't blame him for. You let him slide. Let him make it.
Yeah, I mean, it's mistaken identity. So like, how am I supposed to like blame him?
What if they show you what if they arrest you?
I think T.I. should actually be in jail for other things because allegedly him and his wife are running alleged
Bill Cosby stuff?
type of rings around the city.
That's alleged, man. It's alleged. It's a cash grab, like my dog saying. They just
I
want
understand Atlanta is expensive, and you might have to keep that income coming all the time. I mean, he's not like Ludacris. He did one movie. He didn't do 7.
He did a couple movies. He did Ant-Man. I think he was in 2 of Ant-Mans.
He was in the Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I don't remember him. In
He
Ant-Man.
was
He was the ant.
He had a couple scenes. He had a lot of scenes in Ant-Man. He was driving the van. I forgot what role he played, but he played with the Mexican dude.
I think I only watched the Ant-Man movie once.
He has to take
Never again.
He has to take in movie with him and Chris Brown and them.
He was in that. Yeah,
He was in the Will Ferrell movie
with
going to
Chris
jail.
Brown.
The Will Ferrell movie by Will Ferrell going to jail.
Wasn't that
And Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
And then he had
That's
and
Kevin Hart. Will Ferrell. He was in that movie.
Yeah, remember Kevin. T.I. was Kevin Hart's like cousin or something like that.
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
and like they were teaching him how to be gangster. And they was at his T.I.'s house the whole time.
Yeah, I remember when I had to teach you how to be gangster.
Whatever, the lies. But moving on, man. Hey, man, police need to do their job. Just know, man, 5 seconds or more research will save a lot of times. I mean, police are saying that this happens every day. Mistaken identities happen every day, all because of a computer glitch or people using aliases that can match with yours. But
So can I just like rob people and be like, it's a computer glitch? I wasn't supposed to happen. It just glitched and happened.
hey,
But here's your money back.
nah, you can't. They gonna beat you up. You better stop playing with people's money. Man, but speaking about playing with people's money, man. See,